Now you can also see radio. Équinoxe.
It's been 2 weeks or 2 months of break, and now we are fully back with your health program, You and Your Health. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on this edition, or a new edition for the year 2022, You and Your Health, aired on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. For presentation, I am Immaculate Fogwe. It can be minty, it can be fruity or creamy. We are not talking about a cocktail, we are talking about Shisha. Shisha consumption has been on the rise recently in Cameroon, and a greater portion of youths have been engaged in the consumption of this product. On today's edition of the program, we are going to be looking at some hidden facts about Shisha. Let's go on a short break. I will be right back. Welcome back. With me here in the studio is a cardiologist. He works at the Padre Pio Hospital. He was formerly working at the Shisha Hospital there in Bamenda. He's called Dr. Cabral Tancho. It is a pleasure having you on the program, and good day.
Thank you very much.
You are my first guest for the year 2022, and I think for being my first guest, we'll try to make this program worth watching through your expertise, through your experience and everything, reason why I had to invite you.
Sure.
Today we are going to be looking at an important aspect, which is Shisha. It's commonly called Shisha in Cameroon, but other places they call it hookah. What exactly is Shisha?
Thank you for this topic, because really when you are passing everywhere here in Douala, probably in other places, you see Shisha. What is Shisha precisely? Shisha is a new way of smoking tobacco. And if you see well, there is a particular logistics that you need for Shisha, and it consists of a head, a body, and a jar, and 2 pipes. And the head is having a tray on which there are some substance that they put on, and the body is having a pipe that goes to the jar that is filled with let us say a fluid that people sometimes think that is water. And there are 2 pipes, one pipe that goes in the jar, another pipe through what people are smoking. This is what is called Shisha actually.
So why the high prevalence of Shisha consumption among youths?
It looks like that Shisha is new. Not that it looks like, really it's new in Africa, it's new in Cameroon precisely. Probably in Arabic countries, they have been having it since. But in Cameroon, it is new, and it looks like, when you are young, you want to experiment something, you want to have new experience, you have to, some people say that they are relaxing that way. Or people that want a different option than cigarette, probably they go there. But the majority of people is that they want to have an experience. Something is new. Let me go and try to and see what goes on. And
that's nice smell that comes out from it, all of that.
Actually, because it's having some aromas. Yes, and sometimes they want to feel it. They want to taste it.
And now, how different is Shisha from cigarette?
Really, the difference is that it's only that tube, it's only the logistics that you need. That's all. The constituents are the same. There's nicotine in Shisha, there's nicotine in cigarette. There's carbon monoxide in Shisha, there's carbon monoxide in cigarette. There are some other heavy metals like lead, there are arsenic, there are so many heavy metals that are nocive, that are harmful to our system, that is in both. And according really to the new informations that we are having everywhere in journals, in Google, everywhere, it looks like there are more, the prevalence is more in Shisha than in cigarette itself.
So what is the exact thing that makes Shisha really dangerous?
What is making Shisha dangerous is first, nicotine that is there.
Okay.
First, carbon monoxide that is there. Not only that, also the length of smoking shisha. This, when you are coming, when you book or you ask for your shisha, there are some options. Yes, depends now of the options, depending on the length of the time that you'll be smoking it, that you'll be intoxicating yourself.
Recently, I was in a restaurant and I was eating. I saw a child of about 12-year-old smoking shisha. Are there any health concerns with this child? Can something really occur to this child just because that child was smoking shisha? Sure.
There are many harmful effects of shisha in the body system, like smoking tobacco. First, smoking tobacco, everyone knows that it can bring many types of diseases. And now if you see the packet of tobacco, you really see that it's harmful with some types of bad figures or images that are on top, like cancer of the lungs, cancer of the throat, cancer of the windpipe, cancer of the tongue, all types of cancers before coming now to the lungs, respiratory diseases, your whole life, cardiac problems now with the blood pressure, with the heart rate, with ischemic heart disease that links to congestive heart failure, all those problems. And a child of 12 years old is starting too early to intoxicate his system. Yes, the early, and the consequences or the harmful effects of shisha, there are early harmful effects and there are late ones.
Okay.
And the early effects are what are really the heart rate that will go up, the blood pressure that will increase.
For a child?
For a child, sure.
Wow.
In all people.
Okay.
In all people. As you start drinking or as you start smoking, it starts also.
Okay.
The effect of nicotine will start. And when it enters your system, you'll be developing other implications like endothelial dysfunction, the nitric oxide really will reduce in your system, the endothelin will raise, the sympathetic system will be in activation, the oxidative stress will start. So many bad things will just start developing, and also systemic inflammation, and later on you have really the problem with your whole system. If at that age we have probably the blood pressure will rise at that age. That's why nowadays you see people with 25 years old and they're having hypertension. And when you be asking, are you smoking? Are you doing this? And they will be like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I don't do that. I don't do that. And when early you start, early you're having complications of the problem, complications or the harmful effects of shisha will start in your body or in your system. I was talking about that child of 12 years old. We talked about the blood pressure, we talked about the heart rate, now we are talking about the lung problem now. The lung problem. You will start with pneumonia and bronchitis, all types of bronchopneumatic diseases will start in him. And it's too early at 12 years old. Meanwhile, all those problems used to start but when people are old. Okay. And mostly our old parents in villages, because of wood smoke, because they are exposed to wood smoke, because they are warming themselves with
those issues.
Actually, but in this child precisely will start earlier.
Okay. If you're just joining us on the program, then know you're watching, or for those who are listening on radio, you're listening to the program You and Your Health aired on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. To participate in the program and ask some of your questions, you could call us through the following numbers: 655-511111 or 652-025050. Those are the numbers which you can call and participate. And why not ask some of those questions which has been bothering you concerning shisha. So back to you, doctor. What about if I'm seated beside someone who is smoking shisha? Is my life equally at risk?
You see, this is when we are talking about shisha, let us talk about also smoking cigarette.
Okay.
There's active smoking and passive smoking. Yes, active smoking is a person that smokes He's having a cigarette in his hand and smokes and blows really the smoke in the room where people are. The same with people that are smoking shisha. Yes, you smoke and you blow it out, and other people are smoking. Alongside with you. That one is passive smoking. And probably you will not have the symptoms as early as the person that is smoking, but later on you have them. Like these women that used to sell pop-off. In the past, now people they are using gas stoves.
Things have changed.
Yes, things have changed. In the past, when there was a lot of smoke, there was passively smoking, or people that are selling soya. Yes, they are passively smoking, and later on they will come and present themselves with shortness of breath, with cough, and you ask all types of questions. Probably they will not land there, but later on you ask them, "Are you doing this? Were you?" You say, "Yes," like a lady that came not long ago. All the time that she has been coming, "Doctor, I'm not breathing well. I'm not breathing well. I'm not breathing well." And asked, "Were you frying pop-off before?" She said, "Yes, doctor. I did it for 20 years." And
That's
this is
long.
Yes. And this is what permitted me really to send my children to school, this and that and that and that and that. Before I told her that we did also some other tests that confirmed that the lungs were not fine, resulting to that type of activity. And really, she should take treatment.
We have a call on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, please, can you turn off your receiver?
Hello.
Yes, madam. Good afternoon, madam. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question.
Hello.
Hello, madam. Turn off your receiver, please.
I'm calling all the way from Douala.
Okay. Okay. Your question then. Hello, madam. We are getting you.
Okay.
We have another caller. Just lost that caller. Hello. We just lost the other caller. So now I want us to look at something. Shisha and cigarette. Lots of people are now shying away from cigarette because they think it's more dangerous than shisha. Is it apart from nicotine that makes cigarettes different from, or that is equal in both of them? What is more in shisha that makes it really far more dangerous than the cigarette?
It's very, very important to understand that people that are smoking shisha, if cigarette
we
is
have
only...
a call on the line.
Hello.
Yes, hello, sir. Can you please turn up your receiver, sir? Hello? We just lost that caller. I would like to emphasize on the fact that whenever you want to participate in the program, if you're watching on radio, try to turn off your TV, or if you're listening on radio, or if you're watching on TV, try to turn off your TV or reduce the volume, same as radio. This will help to enhance communication between both of us, because when it's on, we are unable to get you clearly. So for those, we have another call on the line. Hello? Hello? We just lost that caller. Okay, back to you, Dr. Tancho.
Yes, and people think that smoking cigarette or smoking shisha is better than smoking cigarette. Yes. When you see shisha, you think that it's only that logistics and probably charcoal that is there. No, there's tobacco. There's tobacco that they put, and is that tobacco that they are smoking, and probably the smoke is passing through a fluid. Yes, and as far as shisha is concerned, it's more dangerous. Why? Because there are different types of tobacco that can be used.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if cigarette is only one type, you ask for this and they give you.
Okay.
There are different types of tobacco that can be used. Those that can be too strong, more harmful than the conventional or the tobacco that we know.
Okay.
This is first. Second, the fluid that we are having in the jar, you can be thinking that it is water. Meanwhile, in many places, it's not water. There can be different type of constitution that they put inside. It can be whiskey. It can be a different type of solution for people that want to be, to go somewhere probably in the moon. actually go gaga. And when you'll be smoking that, you will not be smoking only nicotine, you'll not be smoking only monoxide, carbon, you'll be smoking also all those harmful ingredients that are in the fluid that will make you really to be bad, actually, too bad. That's why these are only some little moments about shisha, because you can go deep, but sometimes it can be difficult for listeners to understand. That's why I'm bringing it to the level that people can understand. Because people also that are selling that shisha, they know that. They know everything. And sometimes if really someone wants to steal something from you, if you are going somewhere, in the evening to relax, you can ask for a simple shisha. It will bring you something that later on you will find yourself probably on the floor. If it's in the floor of the same place, that will be good. You can find yourself somewhere far else.
We have a call on the line. Hello, I hope this will be better. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. We just lost that caller.
Yes, as I was saying, you can find yourself somewhere far, not in the place where you came for relaxation, but something can happen to you too. That's why really smoking shisha, for me, probably really the government should look into that. Yes, it should be really prohibited.
We are left with just 1 minute. What advice do you have for shisha addicts and for the government?
Here in our country, sometimes things are difficult and it takes time really to come resolutions, take time to be really practical. I will ask every single person really not to, look for those type of ways of relaxation. If you want to relax, there are many ways you can relax. You can do sports, you can watch TV, you can really chat with friends. Yes, about our government, please, if we can take that matter seriously, really, and stop what is going on now, that one will be good.
That was Dr. Cabral Tancho. He works at the Padre Pio Hospital right here in the city of Douala. He was transferred from the Shizon Cardiac Hospital in Bamenda. And that's where we are ending this edition of the program You and Your Health, aired on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. For presentation, I am Immaculate Fogwe, and I received technical assistance from Raphael Dipanda. Have a lovely day in the company of more programs on Equinoxe Radio and televisions.